I, 45F, cheated on my ex-husband, 45 male, and ruined his relationship with our daughter, 24F. Me and my ex met in high school, had our one and only daughter after college, and got married a year later. Things were going great for years. As time went on, it got stale. Dead bedroom situation. Daughter away to college. A bunch of normal marriage stuff that I decided to burn with my selfishness. I started an affair with a man that went to my gym. It started as flirting, then he gave me his number, which turned to sexting, then meeting up and turning it physical. It got bad. I'd have him over if my husband was working late or go to his place and tell my husband I was at work. A year into it, my daughter graduated from college and moved back home. I forgot exactly how she found out, but she confronted me about possibly cheating on her dad. I tried to lie, but it wasn't working, and I told her a sob story about how I was unhappy, which wasn't even true, and that I loved her father but I also loved my AP and this way I can be happy and her father can be happy. The sob story worked and she agreed to keep it secret. Her only condition was that I couldn't bring him to the house. So I would always go with him to his place. Well, one day my ex went through my phone while I was asleep and saw everything. All of my conversations and pictures with ex-AP. He saw when I told AP that my daughter was keeping the secret, which led him to read the texts with my daughter and saw a conversation when she said I just want you to be happy. I noticed something was up for the next week or so because he didn't really talk to my daughter and I besides monotone yeses, nos, or I don't cares. This really affected my daughter because they were always close, and she started panicking that he knew. Well, one day me and my daughter were watching TV and he came home and slapped papers in front of me and said he wanted a divorce. He said he knew about my affair and told me the name of AP. I asked our daughter to leave the room and he said no, she can hear this too. After all, she wants you to be happy, right? My daughter and I started having a breakdown and begging him to forgive us. He yelled that he wanted to divorce and that the quicker I signed, he can get out of our lives, since I obviously didn't love him and that he obviously wasn't a good enough father to our daughter for her to do this. Then he left. It took about 9 months for the divorce to go through. I begged and begged him to reconcile, or at least forgive our daughter. But he was adamant that he wanted nothing to do with us. Since then, neither me nor my daughter have heard from or seen him. She's tried to text and call him, but he ignores her. Our relationship has also deteriorated. She went through a deep depression and we've had some explosive arguments. She's told me that she regrets ever covering for me, that she should have told her dad as soon as she found out. She's called me every name in the book, said I was the worst mother ever and that I ruined her life. I got the house, as it was my parents' house previously. She moved out with her friends and only contacts me if she needs something and only comes over if she needs to get something then immediately leaves.